All right, so today we're out here working on the Accord. Took a little bit longer than expected, but we did get the new tires mounted on the wheels. So these will be ready to go back on and boogie as soon as everything else is done. So here's the issue. I don't know how long this thing has sat or who had it really before the person I bought it from, or what's happened to this thing, but yeah, that's fucked, like royally. If you can't tell, the strut is also in here like this. So the strut is not only bit, it's broken. So not really a big deal. It's not the end of the world. We can deal with that. The heat shield for the exhaust is going to have to be either bent back out or replaced, or bent back out or replaced, or I can go snag one out of the junkyard. But yeah, this strut is absolutely toast. But the good news is it does have some adjustable rear camber arms. So trying to look at all the positives. The brakes are absolutely just toast. I am fixing to take these off and put the new ones on. It's not just the rears that are that way. Fronts are that way too. So good news is somebody has changed out these upper control arms, and they have put some caster camber adjustment up here. So there's that's pretty cool. So, but I'm not sure if I like them. I'm probably still going to look in and changing them out. Everything else in the suspension, it looks a little musty under here because it still needs to be cleaned. The axles are shot. It's going to need new axles. I'm going to pull the calipers off, and I'm going to put them in the sandblast cabinet, and we're going to sandblast them, and then we're going to shoot them in good old Honda red. I've already got one of them off and just started cleaning it up with a wire brush, but the axle boot's busted on this side. Yeah, that ain't happening. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get on here shortly, and I'm going to order. I was thinking about just getting some cheap max speed and rod coilovers underneath it, but no offense to anybody running max speeding rods. I've had them before. I've used them before. Did not like them at all. Hated them. They rode like crap. You felt every bump in the road like it was a freaking go-kart. Did not like it. For you static boys out there, no hate. That's just not my thing. Not with my back being the way it is nowadays. While I was taking this caliper off, I noticed one of the bolts was missing out of the slide pin. I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, not the end of the world. I go to take the other one loose, and it broke off in the slide pin. Yeah. So these are the kind of things that you run into when you work on an old Honda. Not the end of the world. I'm not mad. It happens. This is not my first old Honda. It's not my first rodeo. So I did do something kind of like janky. So when I took the caliper off, I put a empty water bottle and popped the line in it and threaded it back on. That way it would catch the fluid. That way I wouldn't have to leave a drain pan out here. So it's just a light drip. As you can tell, that brake fluid needed to be changed out anyway. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to order some braided stainless steel lines for this. They're inexpensive. Really good upgrade. It keeps the they don't flex like the stock ones do. So we're going to do that. Upper camber arms, or upper control arms, rear camber arms are going to be changed out. Set of axles. I'm going to get a set of lower control arms for here because these bushings are about cooked, and a set of axles. So like I said, I kind of knew going into this that it was going to need a few things. Yeah, there's that too. So we're going tomorrow to pick up a set of bumpers, a set of headlights, an ignition switch with the key, Sorry, every time I move my hand in front of the camera, it like focuses on my hand. My bad. But we're gonna pick up some other miscellaneous stuff while we're there too. Probably gonna pick up a starter while we're at it. We're gonna pick up that washer fluid reservoir. Anything else really that we could possibly need. So there's that. This is day 2 and we're starting to work on it, and I kind of knew like going into this was going to be an issue, but like I said, I'm not mad, I'm not giving up. It's just part of working on these older cars like this. I do have some aftermarket rear lower control arms coming in. The exhaust and the tune-up / timing kit will be here either today or tomorrow. Sorry y'all, I'm a little out of breath. It's kind of hot out here and I'm fat, so but the problem is I'll shoot a video tomorrow for going and picking up the parts, but as for installing them, if the weather is not cooperating tomorrow like they say it's not going to, then unfortunately there probably won't be another video for the Accord out until maybe the beginning of the following week, because it is supposed to rain and storm for the next week and a half here. So unfortunately, it's one of those things. We do have an empty bay, but we kind of have to keep that bay empty for emergency purposes in case the weather's not cooperating and we need to pull the car in to do something. But like, I'm not mad. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on like what's going on every step of the way. We're not gonna like do every little thing, but I do want to kind of like keep everybody in the loop about it, because I've already kind of gotten a bunch of people ask me like, hey, can you please take videos, can you do a build update on it, you know, like we'd love to see it. And somebody did reach out to me earlier and said that the car used to belong to a good friend of his he went to school with that had passed away. And I hate hearing stuff like that, especially when it comes to like finding people's old projects. That just makes me like more inclined to like really, and more motivated to want to like get it put back together and do it right by them. But that's kind of all I got for this video. I'm sorry, you guys. I was kind of hoping to like get a little further on. I did shoot a video today of installing the headlights on the Explorer. I've got a few things I need to do to it. Like Tuesday, I'm taking it over and having the exhaust put on and the new cats put in, because right now it smokes like Willie Nelson because the catalytic converters are clogged up. So I'm having 2 high flow cats and a Flowmaster XS muffler on, put in it, and a resonator delete, and the third cat's already deleted off of it. So she should sound pretty good, but that 4.6 in there is going to sing just a little bit. So, but that's going to do it for today's video. I'm waiting on Merrick to get here. We're going to mess with the brakes a little bit more. I might shoot a little bit more. Depends on like how things go. It's already getting kind of late in the day and I'm getting hungry. So I'll check you guys in on the next one.